Good afternoon. Jason here, Stick, Fly, and Tackle. So this has been an interesting week, both professionally, personally, and even on a mental and spiritual level. Uh, Lots of things going on, and just wanting to continue something that I started on my Instagram page last night. And that was how to create a sustainable fishery. Regardless of whether it's sport or commercial, how do we create sustainable fisheries? Wrangell has had a very interesting history, and I won't get into that here, but I do encourage you to look up the history of Wrangell if you're interested, and see the light and the dark history that has made this interesting little island what it is. One of the best examples would be the fact that this island has been governed by 4 nations, not just the Americans. And I do believe it has a lot to do with the spirit of this island that I've kind of talked about both on the Stick, Fly, Tackle page and my spiritual path page, Magrath. And but it's I've been doing a lot of thought and soul searching, and several people that I've talked to, people that I've known a while, have kind of encouraged me to let my voice be heard. This has nothing to do with race, creed, color, sexual orientation, none of that. This has everything to do with the people of Wrangell, and honestly, the future of Wrangell. Because Wrangell's future and Wrangell's success is tied very closely to the land and the sea. And I know I'm going to offend some people when I say that I feel that there are abuses across Alaska that politely get ignored for the sake of big business. Especially when it comes to sport and commercial fishing. I understand these are big businesses, but this is the thing that I'm trying to create, is this open discussion, frank discussion about the future of Southeast Alaska. With everything that's happening this weekend, the opening of crab season, which my thoughts and prayers are with all the the crab fleet and their families, that they have a very successful year, and but they're also safe. My thoughts and prayers are with them as they go out tomorrow and today. I mean, we've seen a lot of guys coming in the store today, getting ready. But that's kind of what this discussion needs to be out, is the sustainability of the fisheries that are in Southeast Alaska. I don't believe this is just a Wrangell problem or a Wrangell issue. I don't know. Problem may not be the correct term. But it's a Southeast problem, Southeast issue, Southeast challenge. There are some very well-known fisheries in Southeast. There's some very not so well-known fisheries in Southeast. And I do come from more of a sport fishing bent. And this is not a discussion of whether sport fishing or commercial fishing is more detrimental or creates more sustainability than the other, because I believe there are abuses on both sides. So what I want to continue is this open and frank discussion with the people of Wrangell, with the people of Southeast Alaska. And I encourage you to share this with people. How do we sustain ourselves for the next 100 years? You know, I've been talking with guys that are been halibut fishing for 30 years in these waters. I know guys that have grown up in these waters, and I've talked with them, and they all see a decline. They say and there is documented proof that as these fisheries get more and more heavily fished, that there is a chance that we will be literally catching the genetics out of the fishery. So, like I said, I know I may offend a few people. That's okay. I'm very comfortable with offending a few people if at the end of the day it accomplishes something. But how do we become sustainable? How do we create a future in Southeast that is healthy? How do we create a balance between us and the land? And those are all really good questions. Yeah, I don't mean to take a serious note, but I think it's time we had a very serious discussion about this. This is the same thing that I dealt with when I was up in Fairbanks. How do we create a sustainable fishery? How do we create something that is one, beneficial and appealing to outsiders, but still creates a sustainability that we can maintain it for the next 200 years. Anyway, something to think about. I'm sure I'll get a couple other people chiming in. I know, Brian, you'll probably chime in. But I look forward to the discussion. Love you guys. Happy fishing. Peace. Bye.